Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Choctaw's Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. I want to thank Ms. Heck and our administrators, distinguished guests, our Choctaw faculty and staff, and our parents, families, friends, and loved ones for attending this special event. I want to start off by saying I am honored to be part of a class with so many unique and special individuals. This journey has shaped us in spectacular ways, and to be here on a day where everyone is beginning a new journey is truly astounding. We all took very different paths to get here, and I am excited to see all the different avenues we take to achieve a rich and fulfilling future. In the words of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, it's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Looking back at where we started, I remember walking into Choctaw on my first day of 9th grade. I remember looking around completely lost in a crowd of people I didn't know in a maze of hallways I couldn't navigate. I may have felt nervous and overwhelmed, but I was also very excited because I knew I was starting a new chapter of my life. Today, I'm feeling a lot of these same emotions. After 4 years of forming relationships, gaining perspective, and acquiring knowledge, I still feel somewhat nervous for what's next. However, more than anything, I'm overwhelmingly excited to start the next chapter of our lives. Just 2 years ago, the COVID-19 pandemic fundamentally altered the course that our high school careers would take. Traditional schooling was shut down, and our class was forced to adapt to a new way of life. Being able to deal with the changes that life threw at us and still be here today epitomizes the strength and adaptability of the class of 2022. Very few generations of high school students could say they have been through such strenuous times, yet here we are, a graduating class filled with bright and successful seniors. We were able to take on this challenge and overcome it. Our class as a whole has faced many challenges during our 4-year stay at Choctaw. From trying to learn where our classes were as freshmen to the constant threat of being quarantined, we've been through it all. Our class has shown time and time again our tenacity and commitment to persevere. The fact that we're standing here today, ready to move on to the next chapter of our lives, shows this perseverance. We've been through so much, and the achievements that we've gained only highlight this fact. I know the class of 2022 will be able to conquer any challenges that we may face on this journey through life.
Before we continue to the main event, I would like to thank every single person that helped us reach this huge milestone. I would like to thank our teachers for molding us into the future of America, our coaches for allowing us to reach our potential and instilling that sense of drive in us that we will carry in our future endeavors, our faculty and staff for working behind the scenes and making Choctaw a wonderful place to learn in, our custodians for making Choctaw such a beautiful place, every single parent here today, as your unconditional support for your child has paid off. I would finally like to thank you guys, the class of 2022. The journey to reach this milestone has been a difficult one, but the perseverance and determination that everyone in this crowd has resulted in this very moment. I am proud of every single individual here, and I hope that each and every one of you will reach the goals you set out for yourself. In the words of the great Tom Lee, sheesh, we made it!
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem and the alma mater. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And you see by the dawn that the
You may be seated. Before I start tonight, I would just like to point out how gorgeous tonight's sky is and that Mother Nature is looking down on us tonight. Welcome to the Choctawhatchee High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. My name is Michelle Heck, and I am honored, humbled, and blessed to be the principal of Choctawhatchee High School, home of the Big Green Indians. As we begin tonight's ceremony, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to all of our parents and grandparents, guardians, families, friends, and our community members who have gathered here to witness, or maybe are watching from home, this exciting night with our most important guests, our class of 2022 seniors. I would also like to welcome a few very distinguished guests who were on stage with me tonight. First, retired principal of Meigs Middle School and our current Okaloosa County School Board member, Dr. Lamar White. Retired principal of Choctawhatchee High School and one of my mentors, Mrs. Cindy Gates. And finally, Okaloosa County Assistant Superintendent and my predecessor as Choctawhatchee High School's principal, and the class of 2022's first principal as they were freshmen, Dr. Lee Hale. Finally, I would like all of us to thank the team of Okaloosa County Sheriff deputies who are here tonight serving and protecting our community, all while celebrating our Choctaw seniors. Please give them a round of applause so they know how much it means to us. Finally, at this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium your senior class president, Kerrigan Wesley.
Good evening, students, parents, teachers, and friends. I want to start by congratulating everyone who is sitting in front of me, prepared to walk the stage. I want to say thank you to all of the teachers and faculty at Choctaw for being a guiding light throughout our high school years, and friends and family for being a constant source of support. We have all made many accomplishments to get to this point, and without a doubt, this past year has flown by. If I could describe senior year in one word, it would be bittersweet. Trying to savor every last moment while getting excited for the future is a tough balance, but I think we made the most out of every day. Choctaw has been a home for growth and maturity for each one of us for the last 4 years. August 2018, we were all the new freshmen, trying to find our way around the school, panicking, thinking it wouldn't get easier. Well, it did get easier, and it got so much more fun. Now, as seniors, our years of pep rallies, rivalry games, and endless traditions come to a close, but the memories will last forever. From this point forward, we may no longer attend Choctaw, but for the rest of our lives, we all have one thing in common. Choctaw lives inside of us in everything we do. Being an Indian means more than tomahawks and feathers. It means perseverance, compassion, and determination. These values have been rooted inside, and I cannot wait to see where it takes each and every one of us on our next journey. So for tonight, let's share one last memory in Old Joe. Congratulations, class of 2022. Enjoy tonight. We all deserve it.
So to class of 2022, today is about you reaching the finish line of a marathon. More specifically, celebrating the culmination of what has undoubtedly been an incredible journey over the last 13 years. Today happens to mark the epic finish line of high school and where the next door opens for you. High school is so much more than 4 years of academics, though, especially for you, class of 2022. I need not remind any of you sitting before me that you have had the unprecedented experience of spending more than half of your high school time under the cloud of COVID-19. But I will also remind you that it should not define who you are today, nor set in stone how the next year, 2 years, 5 years, or even 20 years should turn out. High school is about learning who you are in the face of challenges and struggles, figuring out how to pick yourself up, climb the hurdles and the hills, and choosing to be better from that point forward. High school is about creating relationships and surrounding yourself with people that make you a better person. High school is about making memories, ones that will stay with you for a lifetime. High school is about achievements in the classroom or on the athletic team, during the big competition, in a winter performance, and even at the end of high school, deciding what path to take in your life. Over the last 4 years, you have done these things. You have done just what we all hoped you would do, even if it felt at times like you were limping or maybe even crawling to the finish line today. Everything you have done during your time here at Choctaw has prepared you for next steps. Speaking of your next steps of tomorrow and beyond, as you leave the hallways and the classrooms of Choctaw, I have a charge to each of our class of 2022 graduates. Please help make this world better. Our world that we live in can feel scary and uncertain at times, especially in the wake of a pandemic, a war between countries that has the world on edge, tragic and senseless gun violence across our nation, and a greater need to help with mental health awareness. Our world right now needs you to help. So please, in a world full of hate, please be the light. In a time of war, please be peace. In a time full of doubt, really just choose to believe. When you do somebody wrong, please make it right. In a time full of a lot of noise, just listen. And when you know there needs to be a change, please make a difference in our world. The difference doesn't have to be big at all. Start small. Instead of texting your friends funny TikToks, pick up the phone, call or meet up for lunch, or take a walk together to catch up. Instead of studying alone next year if you're in college over screens or FaceTime. Find people to sit with or talk with, learn with. Be in the presence of other humans and bask in how joyful it is. Do things that make you happy and that fill you up. Bake, sing, write, dance, learn a new hobby, pick up an old one that maybe you have forgotten that you love. What is it for you, though? What do you want more than anything as we come out of this year and you head out into the real world? Whatever it is, though, and it will be different for each of you, go get it. You deserve it, every bit of it. And before I close today, I have to make one other request of you. That is, go and thank someone who helped you through high school or even just helped you through senior year. Your teachers worked their butts off, I promise you, every one of them. Thank them. Your friends checked on you, even when maybe they had nothing left in their own tank themselves. Thank them. And your families, the people sitting in Joe Etheridge Stadium tonight, wow. They never wavered in their support of you as you ran this marathon to get to the finish line today. So please, thank them. Have a beautiful and well-deserved summer, and then get out there and begin to help change our world for the better. There is no one I trust more to do that than you, class of 2022. Thank you. Seniors, we are so unbelievably proud of you. On behalf of the faculty and the staff and the administration at Choctawhatchee High School, congratulations.
If I can get it open. We can all agree, looking back on our 12 years of school, the good old days consisted of naps at school with our blankies, making the alphabet out of Play-Doh, and getting to leave school at noon every day. The days where not a single one of us cared about anything except the snacks we could trade at lunch. Standing here, I recognize the same robes, well, of course in larger sizes, with the same people I graduated preschool with. Today's the day we grow up, the day we've all waited for. I leave you with this. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope."
Many of us have had the opportunity to grow up together and make unforgettable memories. Kindergarten was the best day of our lives. We get to take naps, get paint all over our clothes, and play for an hour of recess. Yeah, not for me. I was that kid that cried every day from kindergarten until second grade, that didn't have any friends, who was always on red, and never got to get prizes out the treasure box. But after 4 years of being at Choctaw, I can proudly say that I've created countless memories with so many wonderful people. I think that we can all agree that we are now the kids crying, not because we have to go to school, but because we have to leave school.
Hola a todos. The great day has come, and here we are bringing closure to 12 years of fun, friendships, and a little frustration. I often recall walking to the bus stop every morning during elementary school with my mom, and one day telling her, "It's okay, I can walk on my own." I realize today I've never been so wrong. Being a young adult entails a new level of obligations and responsibilities, but that does not mean we have to walk alone. I want to take this opportunity to thank the amazing support system that has been by our sides throughout our academic journey. Faculty, teachers, friends, and family. Big shout out to mi familia. Los amo.
As we graduated elementary school and began middle school, some of us may have had the best of times, and some of us probably had the worst of times. But I think we can all agree that our time as middle schoolers helped to prepare us for these final years of our childhood. Honestly, I thank God for helping to walk and navigate life at such a young age. Honestly, I had 3 first days in middle school. It started in Japan, then Alaska, then Germany.
and each time seemed like a whole new world of these vast walls and these tall people. And the tall people part still has not changed. But who knew that I would create some of the best memories throughout all those years and throughout each country? All in all, though, we made it. We all made it. And here we are, sitting together, ready to take these next steps towards our future.
Middle school is a time I know that most of us would like to forget. Those 3 awkward years longing for an ounce of independence, waiting for the day when we would officially be high schoolers and could put our grad year in our Instagram bios. Middle school gave us friendships that would make high school a little less intimidating. Even though some of us came from different middle schools, Choctaw brought all of us together. Choctaw is a family, a tribe, and a sense of belonging to something greater than ourselves. It is the building that brought each of us together in the fall of 2018. Now we are one school, one class, one tribe. Thank you for the best 4 years, Choctaw. Go Big Green.
All of our high school experiences started with freshman year. For some people, the first few days of school were a breeze. Others, myself included, got lost in the hallways. Everyone has unique stories to tell about their freshman year, though most of them probably aren't flattering. There were tons of bumps and bruises along the way to get to now, our final moments as students here at Choctaw. But even though we all had vastly different circumstances, the one thing we share is that our present, this moment, was shaped by that first year. Hundreds of unique experiences were sparked from the instant when we first walked in the doors of Choctaw as freshmen and have culminated to now, the present.
The world has given our sophomore year a lot of names. The year the spring break never ended, the year the pandemic began, the year that COVID-19 wrecked our lives. That was not my sophomore year. My year was the year I became a Choctaw Indian, the year I discovered true school spirit, and the year I met my best friend. So today I ask you not to think of our sophomore year by the names the world gave it. Instead, take back that year of your life and use those unique experiences you've lived to give it the name it deserves.
Junior year was the year full of questions. Not only did we start 2 weeks late, we also had to learn to adapt to block scheduling. We had to learn how to help ourselves do our own work at school and at home, which is different than anything than we had to do before. But through all of this, we were able to make the most of it. One of my favorite memories from that year was creating my own homecoming with a friend group. Moments like these, and moments that everyone had, shows that we are able to make the best of anything that we go through in life.
Senior year. The idea of going to college and growing up has scared me. At the same time, my senior year has been my favorite. It was a year of growth and preparation for many of us. We've worked hard and our dedication has paid off. A special time for me was when I signed the papers that finalized my commitment to the Detroit University in front of my family, friends, classmates, and the supportive members of Choctaw High School. The legacies we leave here, whether they be in sports or academics, will forever be among our greatest accomplishments.
As we sit here in Joe Etheridge Stadium on May 26, 2022, we are on the cusp of a new reality. Now is the time to turn our focus inward and contemplate how this momentous occasion has made us feel. We have allowed ourselves to feel a sense of nostalgia for the road that lies behind us. And while we were thinking about the past, we noticed our feelings of gratitude
toward everyone that has helped us reach this point. Now, we turn our attention to the future and allow fresh excitement to wash over us. Bask in these emotional sensations. Bask in this present moment. As the valedictorian of our class, I know I will.
When searching for inspiration, we decided that the best source was obviously the show BoJack Horseman. As we sit here, we are each markers of a transition into our next era of life. Our futures may include college, the military, or work, but regardless of our paths, we all have one outlook in common. Our time together is cherished, but in this moment, we all choose to look into the unknowns that are our tomorrows. As said in the show, all that exists is what's ahead.
Let's be honest. Even for the people that seem like they have it all together, they don't. In life, you're gonna make the wrong choices. Sometimes on purpose, because what's life if you do it the right way? Ha ha ha. We're all scared and afraid of our futures and hope to linger in this moment, since we won't ever get it back again. But as said in BoJack Horseman, time's arrow neither stands still nor reverses. It merely marches forward. With that being said, it's time to move on from this moment and this chapter.
BoJack says it gets easier. Every day gets a little easier, but you gotta do it every day, and that's the hard part. I'm sure we all know how repetitive life can feel with the dreadful routine of waking up for school every day. As we move forward, keep in mind that we gotta do something we love, because we're gonna do it every day. Life should be something we celebrate. Nobody wants to spend the rest of their life working a job that doesn't bring them joy. Money doesn't matter. Other people's opinions don't matter. Not even your parents' opinions matter. Do something you love, something you're good at. We're able to choose our own paths, so do what makes you happy.
Hey Choctaw, newsflash, this is the last time our class will be together at the same place together. From here on, we will go on to separate paths. What was your legacy at Choctaw? Legacy does not mean what grades you had, what extracurriculars you were involved in, nor what you wore to school. Legacy is how you treat people. It is the mark that you leave on them that will make them remember you. Years from now, your financial status and even your career cannot compare to the impact you will have on people. Everyone here tonight has a unique opportunity to bring joy into the world. With your future plans, remember to stay true to yourself and others. Whether in college, military, or whatever it may be, remember, what do you want your legacy to be? As said in BoJack Horseman, nobody else gets to tell you what your story is.
These past years have flown by, and now I see the future sitting on this field. Every one of you has unlimited potential to do or to become anything. It's important to seize the opportunities that come your way. It's so easy to become overwhelmed and static. But there is no starting shot that's going to tell you when to run, and if you don't remember to keep pushing forward, you'll find that you've been left behind. We appreciate the past, but it's time to celebrate the future. The only thing to do now is to keep living forward, BoJack Horseman. Remember, as you go out into the world, stay true to yourself no matter where you end up. Thank you, Choctaw.
Okay, now for the moment we have all been waiting for, your official and formal walk across the stage to signify that will signify all this hard work. Let's do this, Choctaw. The presentation of diplomas to the class of 2022. Okay, do I have cards? I need a card. I need a card. I need a card. Tonight we begin with our summa cum laude honor graduates. Kerrigan Wesley. Tyler Amio. William Armbruster. Emma Baker. Andy Barkalow. Peyton Burr. April Booten. Abigail Brake. Kaylee Casulo. Marissa Clay. Drake Davidson. Caitlin Denton. Sophia Dong. Cassidy Dyer. Chloe Fernander. Perry Finkel. Haley Flores. Peyton Gowing. Jennifer Hale. Kaysen Jaggers. Deegan Kilpatrick. Alexis Lawrence. Ton Lee. Derek Meacham. Kevin Newbold.
Alicia Orozco. Brett Peterson. Keanu Foe. Kellen Plants. Zoe Race. Amira Ricks. Jacob Shawhorn. Kate Smith. Alan Solano Zamora. Brianna Thaxton. Peyton White. We'll now continue with our magna cum laude and cum laude honor graduates. Emma Bakel. William Binkley. Jasmine Bowler. Lauren Bush. Alyssa Cooper. Olivia Cutler. Taylor Flint. Rowan Franklin. Megan Gardner. Brian Grant. Eric Hill. Layla Little. Megan McDonald. Tracy No. Riley Amara. Samuel Santos. Maren Sutter. Shawneen Todd. Elizabeth Black. Catherine Black. Keenan Donlin. Aiden Bludow. Paris Bowden. William Bricken. Tatiana Burns. Landon Campbell. Jonah Carasquillo. Abigail Christ. Carly Cooper. Christopher Cooper. Dylan Devalle. Evan Duffany. Kaylin Hernandez. Madison Howell.
Alexander Eichelberger. Jasmine Jefferson. Sharon Sage Keeball. Jaden Malagary. Jessica Noonan. Justin Norton. Christian Perry. Laura Quiroga Vargas. Ashley Ramirez. Jeffrey Risley. Evelyn Romero Jaimes. Jada Sakra. Peter Skian. Ty Steinfeld. Candace Trask. Ana Sofia Vilches. Derek Young. Chapter Adams. Pablo Aguilar. Raina Akerson. John Aldaba Bularan. Chase Alvarez. Wilmer Amaya Trochez. Kaylee Annalisa. Charity Anderson. Marari Andino. Blake Archer. Angelina Armendariz. Kira Okwong. Colby Alston. Brooklyn Banks. Emma Barkalow.
Sarah Barks. Aubrey Beck. Jasmine Becker. Amaya Bell Owens. Evelyn Bird. Tiana Blackman. Chastity Bafonchik. Deanna Botino. Madeline Bowell. Caitlin Bowler. Tasiah Bowser. India Boyes. Aris Braxton. Zachary Burgon. Noel Bright Chavis. Marissa Brown Hogan. Joseph Bryant. Timothy Birch. Gavin Burns. Austin Bussman. Logan Cabrera. Kenila Caldwell. Morgan Carter. Victor Cepeda. Brandon Chacon. William Chappelle. Mal Chauvin. Lindbergh Chopin Cruz. Alex Chenard. Chaston Clark. James Clark. Jaya Clark. Jade Claybrook. Shania Coachman. Connor Colvin. Wyatt Combs. Noah Cooley. Emily Cooper. Elita Cotto Molina. Micah Crenshaw. Areli Cruz Castro. Willard Curtis. Baden Day. Haley Dennis.
Eli Everett Devoid. Taylor DeVore. Jason Dewey. Stephen Dickover. Jacob Dirks. Destiny Doe. Samuel Duggan. Brenna Duncan. Isaiah Durham. Jerome Alecho. Alyssa Esparza. Haley Fant. Haley Finch. Ezekiel Flores Minivar. Louise Fortin. Chastity Frazier. Camden Frederick. Reese Fidella. Quinn Gable. Alex Galdamez. Valerie Gallardo. Gabriela Gallego. Josephine Garvey Russ. Angel Godoy Zaron. Ciclali Gonzalez. Pablo Grant. Dominique Griswold. Tatiana Guerra. Shayna Haggard. Devin Hall. Abigail Hammett. Alicia Harchar. Lucas Harrell. Tymir Harris. Desiree Hart. Dylan Hayes. Keon Hayes. Kyla Henry. Kevin Hernandez. Cameron Heindel. Juan Diego Holguin. Ashlyn Holzer.
Brad Hotard. Lambert Howard. Sarah Hughes. Cameron Humphreys. Emerson Hunter. Isaac Hunter. Cody Yanig. Avery Jaros. Anwar Johnson. Elijah Johnson. Janae Jones. Tanijah Jones. Benjamin Careva. Joey Lynn Kyle. Jamal Knight. Tyler Kuntz. Kenneth Lanez Solis. Diego Laura Mejia. Cristobal Larios. Rayshawn Lazenberry. Matthew Law. Kristen Luttrell. Alan Carminate. Kaylana Liebold. Esadra Levy. Luana Lim. Talia Little. Keandre Levitt. Maya Luciano Brito. Cameron Letman. Dilma Madrid. Lorena Malave Colon. Ashley Maltese. Jason Montejano. Luz Montejano. Jo Marie Martinez. Nancy Martinez. Shelby Massey. Christian Moore. Tiffany Mays. Logan McDonald. Michael McDonald. Ryder McIntosh. Ebony McNabb. Caitlin Meacham. Nicholas Meacham. Jalen Malott. Devin Minnan. John Mertz. Haley Mickey. Lauren Miller. Lauren Miller. Lauren Miller. Maya Minardo. Kiana Minervine. Tristan Mixon. Kurt Moore. Brian Murphy. Trinity Myers. Sydney Neal. Brendan No. Xander Noble. Davion Nolan. Malaysia Nolan. Miguel Osageda. Annalise O'Neill. Jovan Aglivi. And Osorio Soto. Eugene Page. Kaya Patterson. Chase Pelfrey. Kyle Pennington. Ashley Perry. Lundy Phillips. John Pope. Fernando Ponce. Jocelyn Portillo Arias. Lillian Pounders. Gabrielle Powell. Jonathan Powell. Jason Poe. Gavin Punton. Theo Ramirez. Dylan Rand. Caden Reeves. James Ritter. Jalen Rivera Young. Eleni Rodriguez. Eduardo Rodriguez. Marcus Rodriguez. Richard Robot. Cameron Rojic. Ivis Rosales Serato. Cameron Rowell. Nicholas Ruiz. Gracie Rushing. Caden Triskowski. Julio Sanchez. Wendy Santiago. Jesse Sarver. Jonathan Scott. Corey Seward. Elizabeth Sidley. Alyssa Silva. Pablo Silva Salguera. Titus Simmons. Zachary Smalling. Talia Smiley. Amber Snow. Kaylin Solly. Devin Solani. Carlos Soto Carbone. Ariana Southall. Emma Spanovich. Kavasha Stevens. Michaela Stevenson. Logan Strickland. Alyssa Tabor. Jose Tack Cheatit. Karen Taylor. Natalia Thomas. Eric Thompson. Aiden Turner. Keely Umberger. William Vogel. Brian Velasquez. Leslie Vargas Bonilla. Norma Valle Calderon. Adriel May Valencia. Taya Bale. Adonai Webb. Alika Watson. Dayton Wharf Maddox. Bradley Walker. William Wells. Ben Wetzel. James Whitby. Madison Whitehurst. Dominic Williams. Madison Willis. Kendall Wilson. Quinn Wilson. Mackenzie Winesett. Mia Wise. Jacob Worthen. Skylar Wright. Angel Yanis Castaneda. Alexis Yates.
In the immortal words of 90s rock band Semisonic, it's closing time. Graduation is almost over, and it's time to move on with the next stages of our lives. This is not the time to regret the tests we failed, the bad haircuts, or the embarrassing pictures. Those things don't matter and will be promptly forgotten after tonight. No, this is the time to remember all that we have accomplished, the friends that we have made, and the teachers who have brought us to this point. Those are the memories that we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. As we step into the next era of life, realize that this is the time to look forward to what we can and will accomplish.
In a moment, we will walk out of this stadium for the last time as students. This is a time to look back at the last 4 years and remember what we have done, whether it be extracurriculars or hanging out with friends in school. This is also a time to look forward at what the future holds for us, whether that be seeking a higher education or just living abroad. New friendships will be made and old friendships will remain. High school may have been a slow crawl or a quick sprint, but we have all made it through a challenging stage in our lives and should be proud of that. Wherever we go in life, we will forever be united as Big Green Indians.
One of my first freshman assignments was an essay with the prompt, "Are mistakes necessary to learn?" I believe the answer to this question is irrelevant, as mistakes will happen. The question we should ask ourselves is, once we have made an error, will it lead to improvement? I encourage you, my fellow Choctaw students, to choose the answer of the future, to persevere through our mishaps, and to be determined to learn from them. I hope the past 4 years, no matter your circumstances, your experiences, and especially your mistakes, have proved to you all that you have the capability to do great things. Keep making mistakes, but keep learning and keep making yourselves proud.
We made it. I know for myself that it was far from easy, and I'm sure everyone else agrees. But we're all here, and that in itself is a remarkable feat. I know I'm the last thing keeping you from going out for a celebratory dinner, but I just want you to take a moment to reflect. We've already heard from wonderful speakers on our past, our present, and our future. Think fondly of these past 4 years, how they shaped us into the beautifully imperfect people that we are, and how they will continue to shape us decades from now into the people we are meant to become. Congratulations, class of 2022. This may be the end of our time at Choctaw, but our stories are far from over. As we step into the new phases of our lives, I can't help but think that Semisonic got it right. Every new beginning comes from some other new beginning's end.
Class of 2022, as you have all now walked to this stage and received your diploma, there is only one thing left to do. Class of 2022, please stand with me. Ensure your tassel is positioned on the right side of your cap, which signifies your status still as a student. And the moment we have all been waiting for. It gives me great pleasure and distinction to ask our seniors to turn your tassel to the left, and congratulations, class of 2022!